kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Now turn the headphones up just a little bit. Yo.
Show up for y'all dog. 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 Show up for y'all dog.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east. Before you go to war, y'all, you better turn to the east. Turn to the east. Turn to the east.
I used to wake up every morning, boy, and all I seen was mess. Plus the shit that I was dealing with, all I seen was stress. Now I really know the truth, and I understand what hurting niggas. Beast of the fields, they eat us up, and they hurting you. U.P.K is what I'm repping. Zion means a weapon. Some of you niggas playing, but me, I'm really stepping. The mission that I'm on is waking up all our people. Show them we are the greatest. Nothing about a sequel. Them heathens, they gon' learn. Them heathens, they gon' burn. Esau is about to fall, then Jacob is all turned. They been fucking with the chosen, so they gotta pay. Revelation 13 and 10, tell me what does it say?
So I be out with dawn. So I be out with dawn. So I be out with dawn. So I be out with dawn.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, yo, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, yo, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east.
The blood that's in my veins descends straight from the greatest. All of my tools is broke, but that 40 know it's my favorite. And we losing all our babies to this crazy shit we represent. The money and the world, nigga, this crazy shit ain't making sense. We the children of the light, and we fighting all the darkness. The way I'm stacking ammo, my bitches thinking I'm heartless. Them devils get the smile and got you thinking that he harmless. Remember Oklahoma? That is where them cracker bombs. The pain will make you wake up. You know they really hate it. They turn the truth into a lie. That's the shit they gotta pay for. The mission that I'm on is waking up all our people. Show them we are the greatest. Nothing about a sequel. Yeah.
So I be out with dawn. 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 So I be out with dawn.
When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, yo, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. When I say my prayers, I gotta turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east. Before you go to war, yo, you better turn to the east, turn to the east, turn to the east.
Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shimi Awashah Barakathum, Yahweh Shema Thum Bashib Yahshah. Priest and officer, Quad Zachariah, but I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. This is the Brotherhood and Unity class, Slovakia. And I'm your teacher for today. With that, young man K, can you give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6? We're going to start it off with that. Yeah, man, this is a scripture I always go to every class, the program, all the young men and all the, the sisters and the people that are just coming inside this school to understand this scripture right here. This is very important, especially for brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? And sisterhood. You understand what I'm saying? It's very important that you understand this scripture. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Nice and loud.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Understand what I'm saying? Like, in the Christian church, they don't even know what holy is. They don't even know what brotherhood is in the Christian church and in the Muslim mosque as well. But they think holy, they think holy is jumping up and down, screaming and shouting and doing that shoo-boo-boo, whatever that crap they be doing in them churches, man, and all that type of stuff. And they think holy is that. They think holy, you going to church on Sunday and you singing Kirk Franklin songs and stuff like that. And I mean, they think it's that. They think it's being holy is celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas. And man, and they thinking so-called Jesus' birthday is on December 25th, man. They think that's holy, man. But the Bible will not say that's holy at all. That's the total opposite. The Christian church goes against the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Holy just means separate. You understand what I'm saying? Kodash in the Hebrew. We're supposed to be separate unto the Lord thy God. So which means is we can't do nothing that these other nations do. We can't do nothing that goes against the Most High. That's when we're supposed to separate from the Most High. We're supposed to separate from this world because it's not holy. The Bible, I'll read it from the top again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. You understand? We are separate people unto the Lord thy God. And man, we can't do everything or anything that the other nations do or this world does. We have to do what the Most High wants us to do. This is how we truly are separated. You understand what I'm saying? When we do what He wants, not what we want. You know what I mean? We, in our own minds, we want to do what we want to do instead of what the Most High want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a people unto the chosen to be a people unto himself.
Read it again, nice and loud.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself. You have to understand this right there. Like the Bible say, you're chosen. You understand what I'm saying? The special part is that you're supposed to be special. But if you're doing everything, anything that these other nations does, especially America, like you're in bed with Islam, you're in bed with Christianity. They believe in zodiac signs. Now, I think that zodiac signs is a religion now. Understand how they just believe in that thing? They believe in zodiac signs like it's God. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a man with a horse body. They believe in that. They believe in if today horoscope says I'm this way, then I'm actually this way, or like they make zodiac signs their code of conduct and how they're supposed to be, their character. That's what zodiac signs is. I mean, they actually believe it. They actually believe it. You understand what I'm saying? But we in the bed with all these religions. Do that really make us special? Listen, if you get a woman out there, you marry her, then you find out along down the line she's sleeping with every man that you could think of. Yeah, I mean, like you ask yourself, do that make her special? Do that make her special? It's like you want to like you want like do that make her special? Do that make us like young man RJ? I mean, young man Rafiq. Do that make her special? If you got a woman that you love and care about so dearly, and you find out she got 2 or 3 men, she's talking to 2 or 3 men behind your back. Do you think that makes her special to you anymore? Why? You want to take a stab at it? I know not you. I know you. I already knew you know. What? No. Is that you're the only person? You want to take a stab at this thing?
Next question again.
I said, you got a rib. You're talking to a woman. You find out she's talking to Maul. she's talking to Rashawn. She's talking to John. You know what I mean, on the block. And you find out, and I was like, do that make her special? And they was like, no. And I'm like, why don't make her special?
Because everybody had her.
Yeah, everybody had her. She's for the streets. When she's supposed to exclusively belong to that one man. This is how he is with the Most High. We belong to the Most High. That's why it say, unto Himself, unto me. We belong to Him. We can't go and be in bed with Islam and follow Islam, because that's not our God. That's not our way of life and traditions. That's not what we do. We can't go be with Christianity. We can't be under our oppressor. That's the oppressor religion and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Even if they want to say, oh, Christianity started in Africa, it's still an oppressor religion. We can't be under our oppressors. We're supposed to be following the Most High God. That's our Father, Yahweh in the Hebrew. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And it don't make us special if we're following all these things. Now, what makes us special? What makes us special? Anybody want to answer? You want to answer on the thing? What makes us special?
What makes it special is the laws.
Mm-hmm.
Laws given us.
Mm-hmm. It makes us special when we keep the law. How can you be special if you're for the streets? Like the Bible say, if I could, I'm gonna get it real quick. I'm gonna find it. The Bible say we played the harlot. Hold on. I'm gonna find it real quick. Give me a minute. I think I know what's it at. Give me a minute. All right, go to Hosea chapter 4 verse 15 and just read this. Just read that first part. Hosea chapter 4 verse 15. There's another scripture too. I'm trying to get.
4 verse 15.
Con. Let me know when you got it. You got it?
Yes.
Go ahead, read it. Nice and loud.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 15. Though thou Israel played the harlot.
Stop right there. Though thou Israel played the harlot. What is a harlot? Give me that term in today's language. What is a harlot? I'm asking young men, because we know what a harlot is. What is a harlot? You young man, Rafik, he laughing. Like, you know what it is, right? You know what a harlot. You know what a harlot is? You sure? You laughing like you do. We played the harlot, man. You already know. You know what a harlot is now. You know what it is? No, not you. Okay. You know, I know you know what the harlot is. You know what a harlot is? You understand what I'm saying? What is a harlot? Yeah, for the streets. Yeah, she's for the streets. A gardening tool. You want to say something? She's for the streets. You understand? She's a gardening tool. You understand what I'm saying? We played that. We are that. That's what we are. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians today. That's what we are. That's what we are. And this is why we are never going to rise, and we continue to be that. We are never going to change. Go ahead. They know what for the streets is. You know what for the streets is? Yeah, you know what for the streets is. See, young boys know that. Listen, we used to say that. We was wrong with it. We would say it. Yeah, she's a wolf. It's like, you know what I mean? But that's what it is. She's a gardening tool. She's a woman of the evening. She's a 304. They say 304 today. She's a 304. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't want one of those. And why do you think the Most High want somebody like that? You think the Most High wants somebody like that? That's why he punishing us. He punishes us right now because we are not doing what he wants. Listen, the Most High could have been threw us away and got rid of us and said, y'all are disobedient, y'all are stiff-necked, y'all don't have brotherhood, y'all don't have sisterhood. I'm just going to let y'all be. Understand? But he unalived his only begotten son for us so we could get a second chance. So we got to conduct ourselves in a better way now. You want to know why? Because Christ died for blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Like, you should, like, for example, you should want to change your life when you hear someone get unalive because of your mess. You understand what I'm saying? It was just like, if you was in the streets and you was doing wrong and and you got another brother that was going to school, honor roll, he was listening to his parents, and you wasn't the one that was listening to your parents or listening to your father. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. You wanted to smoke weed. You wanted to get high. You wanted to do all these things, right? But then the person that got straight A's, honor roll, stayed out the way, was perfect, and he wound up dying because of what you did. You ran off on the plug. Now they at the door coming for you, and you were still alive. That should make you want to change. That should make you want to change your life. When someone that was so innocent, so perfect, got unalive because of you. Now you got a second chance to live now. Now it's up to you to make the decision if you want to continue to sell those drugs or still continue to be in that same predicament, still getting high. So you can get a second chance or you might not. Understand what I'm saying? Like, but you got that second chance based off of him. Okay, you should just look at that like, dang, I need to stop doing what I'm doing. I need to stop doing it because somebody so innocent had to go for my mess. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could, Nathan, can you pick up for Deuteronomy 7:6?
Top.
Lift from the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Mm-hmm.
Above all people.
Above all people. You understand what I'm saying? Above all people. It's a fact that we're the chosen people of God. It's a fact we're supposed to be special. Now, the nip it in the butt, we're supposed to be above all people. We're supposed to be above everybody. And it's not saying you're supposed to be above, your brother or your sister that are Israelites. It's speaking about the other nations, the other people. You understand what I'm saying? We're supposed to be above all people upon this face of this earth, man. If you could, give me Deuteronomy 28:1. We're supposed to be above all people. Like, this is a question I always ask. Like, why don't you want power? It's like in the thun. I mean, like, you should want power, man. You should want power. Understand what I'm saying? You should want to rule this planet. You should not want to be under a man that doesn't look like you. You should not ever want to be under a man that doesn't look like you. You should want to be under your father, not no man, no hairy man that don't got the same really complexion as you, that don't got the same culture as you, that don't got the same God as you. You should not want to be under that person. You should want to be under the people that's your family.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to work. When you go to Africa, they are well, right now they're subjected to their oppressor. In China, they got their own family. You understand what I'm saying? When they come over here, they put all their money and take it back to their land and build their people up. You understand what I'm saying? We should want to rule this planet. We should want to rule, because this is what we are made for. Go ahead.
Saying this, however, because if you look at a lot of other nations, if you look at how when they daughter do drift off to another nation, look how upset the father is.
Right.
Like the father be mad because he know you stay with your people. He want this is the Chinese man want his daughter to marry another Chinaman.
Right.
Not marry somebody from African American or Puerto Rican. He would want her to marry someone from his nation.
Right.
I mean, and that's how we have to be as well.
Yeah, there definitely had to be as well, because you basically giving your inheritance to another people, especially the man. I mean, it's like a sister. You sleeping with a white man, you technically giving the inheritance to them. Understand what I'm saying? That boy is an oppressor now, just like Bob Marley. People think Bob Marley is a black man, but Bob Marley is an oppressor. He is not our people because of his mother. But guess what? If she would have married a black man, he'd have been with us. He would have been with us. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to go out there and sleep with Becky or sleep with Xing Xing, whatever whatever Xing Xing. I don't know no female African names. You understand what I'm saying? And none of them. You're supposed to deal with your own people, man. And this is how we're supposed to go ahead. Rafiq. Oh yeah, that too. Rafiq.
That's the woman that.
That's an African name? Hey, you need a Hebrew name. You need a Hebrew name. It's Slovakia, but like I said, like we don't supposed to deal with any of those people. No Arabs, no East Indians. What's them people that maybe they're East Indians, the ones that don't wear deodorant. Don't they East Indian, right? That's what I'm saying. Like you don't supposed to deal with that. Like we wear deodorant. We wear Captain Zara body butter oils, body butter oils. Understand? We're separate. We don't smell like other people. You listen. I was just at an African restaurant. Down, I don't know where I was. I think I was down Dayton somewhere. I walked in that joint stink. You go inside of a soul food spot, you smell fried chicken, baked macaroni and cheese. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you smell. You go inside the African store, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. That just knows that we are separate people. We don't even have different types of smells in our restaurant. You understand? We don't even smell the same. Why would you want to lay with someone that smells, that stink, that don't put deodorant on? You don't put deodorant on. You don't put nothing on to smell good. I don't know what's wrong with them, but this is why we need to not be down with them and separate from them. That's what I'm saying. And African women don't look better than black women, for sure. Let's understand that. We got the best women on the planet.
Right.
They stubborn as hell. They stiff-necked, but they top everybody. Period. So get y'all a black woman. Get you a black man. Understand what I'm saying? Don't be dealing with these other nations. You understand what I'm saying? And Hispanic women. Which they black women too, but Hispanic women. You understand? So get you a Hispanic woman. Get you a rib seasoned with sazon. You understand what I'm saying? Get you a rib seasoned with sazon. You understand what I'm saying? Get you a rib seasoned with curry. You understand what I'm saying? That jerk. You know what I mean? Chicken, whatever they put in jerk chicken. Get seasoned with that. You understand what I'm saying? You don't deal with none of these other people, man. You're supposed to separate yourself. You're supposed to separate yourself. You understand? If you want to rule this planet, especially black men, Hispanic men, and the American Indian men, you have to separate yourself. And then once you fall in line, your woman is going to fall in line. The children is going to fall in line. They got no choice but to fall in line. What they going to do? Run to the oppressor again? They can't make no more excuses up saying the black man ain't in the household anymore. They can't make that excuse up no more because we ain't in there. Listen, they let the gangsters in the door. They let the priests in the door. We in here now. They can't say that we're not in here now. They can't say, oh, the fathers is not here. We here now. We here. We ain't going nowhere. And we're going to correct these children. We're going to correct the women too, because we want to separate from this place. Even if we got to go to war in our own homes, we want to separate from this place because it's not good for none of us. It's not good for young man Rafiq, especially young man K. Y'all growing up in a time, man. Like when we grew up, it was crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Everybody got they mess with them in their eras. A long time ago, they used to sniff coke. You know what I mean? In their era, that was they get high. When we growing up, I get high with like perks and marijuana and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And syrup and lean and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now today they got a thing called whip it. Like the fact your man, your boy, what's his name, Skrilla. He be getting high for that. Like I don't even know what the hell that is. Understand what I'm saying? Like y'all came in here at the right place at the right time. Y'all came into the right place at the right time because there's a lot of things going on that's going to pressure you, that's going to get you out of out of this place, so you got to be strong to keep coming back. You got to want to do it. Because out there going to destroy you. Out there don't want to see you be a leader. They don't want to see you rule in this place. A black man ruling in America? A black man ruling the world? That's laughable. They don't want y'all to do that. They don't think y'all intelligent. They don't think y'all smart. That's why they trick y'all into doing all the drugs in the world, to listen to all the rap. Listen, I listen to rap music. I listen to all that. But they trick you into thinking that rap music is real. You know reality, you could change reality, right? That's how it got to the way it is now. Who said that the rappers can't change reality and say, I want to put this out and do this, and it could change the whole game? A lot of people could do that, but they don't want to do that. That's not what sells. You understand what I'm saying? They want to keep people blind, deaf, dumb, and blind and stupid. But y'all could be a whole different type of breed of black men. Like imagine you, like I was telling you last time, young man, imagine you in high school. You're not gonna be the average black boy in high school. You go, your walk will be different, your talk gonna be different, and you might still do the same things that they do: play video games, play basketball, go out to the movies, all that type of stuff. Wear the latest gear, whatever they rocking today, and so that you might do all that. But the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you think, the way you act, you're not just gonna look at this sister and say, yeah, I want to talk to her, I want to go sleep with her because because that's what everybody else is doing. Or I want to smoke this weed because this is what everybody else is doing. I want to pop perks because this is what everybody else is doing. Oh, I want to go give her a Valentine's Day gift. That's what everybody else is doing. Y'all gonna be different, and y'all gonna be different because you separated yourself from this place. This is why I say Deuteronomy 7:6 is so important, because when you separate yourself from this place, when you isolate yourself, you become a whole different person. That's when you start to change and grow. When you shed yourself from the world, that's when you really start to change and grow and put yourself around people that's going to build you up. Because sometimes, all the time, you got to destroy yourself. The man that you was once before, that kid you was once before, that woman you was once before, you got to destroy that. And then you got to build yourself back up again. You got to put new stuff in your mind, because all that other stuff is just filth. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could, I asked for Deuteronomy 28:1. If anybody got it, they could read it.
Oh God, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Listen, if you're going to listen, is you going to listen to the Lord thy God or not? It says if you hearken diligently, if you pay attention, if you listen closely to the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe, to do all his commandments. So which means is you can't get high. You can't celebrate Christmas. You can't sleep with another man's wife. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do none of them things. Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
The Lord go ahead, Slocky.
Above all nations of the earth.
Listen, the Lord thy God gonna set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You want that, young man K? You want that, young man Rafiq? Do you want to rule this planet? Do you want to be in charge one day? I know Nathan do. I know I do. You should want to be in power. You should want power. You should want power. I don't know what black man don't listen. Listen. Black men want power. They just focus on the wrong power. Right. Like taking over blocks and this my block and this my territory, this my hood. That's what we do in the trenches. You know what I'm talking about. We listen, we ain't believe in gangs. I don't know what's going on with these gangs. We had like squads and all that. We call it squads, even though it still technically was a gang. We had squads. You know what I mean? But we was like, no, you can't come on my block. You think that these young boys, what they doing today is new? We was doing it then. We was like, no, you can't come to my hood. Imagine you see one of your enemies in your hood. Imagine South Philly beefing with North Philly, or if you're in North Philly, this on 33rd on 25th and Diamond is beefing with 22nd and Diamond. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing, and then it is a perimeter. Everybody, these people got power over here. These people got power over here. So you can't go over here and try to run stuff and be in charge. We still got a sense of being in power, but we're trying to be in power over each other instead of being in power of this whole thing, this whole land, this whole planet. We want to be in power, but we don't know how to be in power. We want to do that stuff with us. We want to be in power over oppressors. I want to rule over an oppressor. They've been ruling. Listen, we under them right now. I gotta go to my job and see an oppressor tell me what to do. I'd rather for a black man to tell me what to do than an oppressor. Because I know the black man, is my brother, and we could work it out. He is my enemy. That's my enemy. And he separated himself from me. Even though he tells me what to do, he signs my time sheets and get me paid and all that. He is separate from me. I don't hang with him. I don't believe in what he believes in. I don't do any of those things. But yet, he's still over me. That don't make any sense. Why would I have somebody over me that don't even believe what I believe? Y'all should want to be in power, man. And y'all should act like y'all. Listen, when y'all in high school, y'all should act like y'all y'all should act like y'all them boys. Like y'all should stick out like a sore thumb. Y'all should stick out. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, because it didn't, like, just like how we supposed to fish people in through that brotherhood, man. How you carry yourself. Listen, and you ain't gonna be no pushover. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be no sucker. Understand what I'm saying? You will go right down to their way of thinking and come back to how you are today, like a priest. Understand what I'm saying? You could do the same thing. You could bring brothers into school from being in high school and conduct yourself in a better way just by talking to them. Seeing like, oh, dang, he ain't smoking weed, he ain't getting high, so I ain't gotta do it. Somebody might think like that one day. Somebody say, oh, he ain't doing it. He not budging. You stern, you sturdy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what y'all need to do when y'all be in high school. Y'all be like how U.P.K is. You know what I mean? Y'all walk that walk. You know what I mean? And don't get off of that. And do not move or budge for anybody. Not the principal. Not the teacher. All right, listen. I'm not doing that. What's that Pollyanna stuff? I'm not doing it. I'm not giving nobody no gift. Now I want that chocolate. Got all this goddamn sugar in any damn way, artificial chocolate. Now I want that anyway. It's not even good for me anyway. Why would I want that? I don't believe in Valentine's Day. Listen, I am not no Aquarius. I am not no Sagittarius. I'm not none of that. No, I want your blunt. I don't want that cigarette. I don't want that whipping. I don't want that perk. I don't want none of that. You understand what I'm saying? That's how y'all gotta be in school. Yeah, man, because this high school is different. When you go to high school, it's different. I mean, you see different girls from different parts of this city. It's not like you see this little part that you always see. Is there are all the girls. Yeah, I mean, our downfall is women. Yeah, I mean, because black men, we love us some women. I'm trying to tell you, man. Now, if you could, go back to Deuteronomy 21.
Okay, from top.
Yeah, read from top.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God, do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Will set thee on high. Go ahead.
Above all nations of the earth.
When you keep these commandments, you're going to be fit to be a ruler. You're going to be fit to rule this planet, but you have to keep them. And I might know that some things you might keep, but the ultimate person or the ultimate power that's going to know that you're really keeping the commandments is who? Anybody know the answer? Who ultimately know that you're actually keeping these commandments? Now I want the young man to answer. Yeah, the Most High. The Most High is the ultimate person, or ultimate power that's going to know that you actually keeping them. Like you might listen. I can be up here all day. Read, thou shalt keep the commandments. And I go out here and I go get high, smoke a blunt. I go pop a perk that the doctor didn't prescribe. I go do that whip it, whatever that crap is, to make your voice deep. Because I think they make their voice deep when they be sucking on that poison. I'm gonna say that. because that's what all they do. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm acting like I'm holier than thou, and I am a disgusting bastard outside of this place. You're supposed to be who you are in this place when you go out of there. When you at your job, when you in your house, when you even go food shopping, you still be that person. You don't come in here and say, oh, I.S.U.P.K. home of the truth, I'm in the right place. And then you go out there and still do the same thing that you was doing before you came in here. What's the point of you even being here? Like, I know I do understand that it's a process for you to change, but what's the point of you being here if you just want to get that I.S.U.P.K. stamp? Like, just like sisters want to come in here to get a man. That's it. That's all they want. They want a man because they've been lonely. Do you think a man gonna want you in here if you're not keeping these commandments? If you still, do you think men don't want you out there? What you think a man gonna want you in here? You understand what I'm saying? You come in here to change, and when you go out those doors, you stay just like how you was when you came in here. When you got that Hebrew name. When you start to learn more, you don't keep doing the same thing. You're supposed to grow every day. You're supposed to change. That's how I see it. You know, you make a mistake, you learn from it, you grow. You don't downgrade. You always want to go up. You never want to go back. But you understand you can go back. That's when the humbleness come in at, because you understand you can go back to the way that you were. Understand what I'm saying? But the fight is to keep going up, to keep upgrading, and keep doing more, and doing better. Why are we here? Why are we here to just sip some strong drink, like some frankincense and myrrh, some Kwam Yasharala? What are we really here for? We here just to have fun, or we are here to actually do the work of the Lord? Are we actually going to treat each other right? We're going to actually do what the Lord says. We cannot be Christians in here. That's what Christians do. That's what Muslims do. We cannot be like that in here. We got to do what the Lord says. I'm like this in here, out there, in my house, at my job. I'm like that everywhere I go. You know what I mean? I keep these commandments. No, I don't know. Happy Father's Day. I don't say nothing. They be looking at me like, I'm gonna hurt your feelings if I say something, so I'd rather not say something. I'd rather not say nothing. Yeah, man. But like I said, when you be like this, as soon as you get your Hebrew names, y'all continue to grow, continue to go up, continue to elevate, level up. That's what you do. You don't stay in the same place. You don't be stagnant. You only be content with, how you want to live, I guess you could say. When it comes to these law, statutes, and commandments, you could be content with it, but always grow. Always go further than what you was before. That's what women and men. Sisters coming here and thinking that I got my Hebrew name and that's it. No, you got to put that work in too. You got to keep the commandments just like I keep my commandments. The commandments, like it. You got to listen to your husband just like the child got to obey the father too, and obey you. Understand what I'm saying? You have to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, or we're not going to go nowhere. The Lord will continue to punish us if we don't do it. I'm striving to be a better leader, a better ruler of this planet. That's what I'm doing. I'm striving. I want to rule this planet. I always felt this way. I want to be on top of the world. No Diddy. I want to be on top of the world. Understand what I'm saying? And I want to see all my brothers and all my sisters in a position of authority. Because at the end of the day, your ribs is going to be over them oppressors, over them Hamites, over them Arab women. I'm trying to tell you, you want to be ruler. You want to rule. Understand what I'm saying? If you could, let me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
This is the book, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It shall come to pass if you don't listen to the Lord thy God. You don't pay attention to the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
to do observe, to learn, and to do all his commandments. Go ahead.
and his statutes,
And his statutes,
which I command thee this day,
that I command thee this day. Go ahead.
that all these curses,
All these what?
curses
All these curses, go ahead,
shall come upon thee
that shall come upon thee
and overtake
and
thee.
overtake thee. You know what's so crazy? We are so cursed. We don't even know that we're cursed. Just think about that. We are so cursed. We under these curses. We don't even know we cursed. If I go walk around in the street right now and say, "Black man, you're cursed," they're gonna be looking at me like, "Yeah, he probably crackhead. He probably get high. He probably with some type of drugs." Like, or the young boys probably say, "I wasn't saying," but yeah, shut up, that's a better word. You know, listen, they probably say something a little bit different, but old head gonna be in it. Old head gonna be in it. Yeah, man, they want to hear that. That's how on the spiritual level. That's how deep it is. Like they don't even know. Did you even know you was cursed before, young man K? Did you know you was cursed? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you know? You don't even know. It's so deep that you don't even know that you're cursed. Now, this is when I.S.U.P.K come into play. Now we gotta beat that demon out of you. We gotta get that out of you so you understand that you're cursed, which the scriptures are going to prove it. Scriptures are going to prove that you're cursed. Now, if you could, can you give me Deuteronomy 28 and 54?
The book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 54.
Mm-hmm.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Listen, the man that is tender and delicate among you, his eyes will be evil towards his brother. That man that used to be your brother, compassionate, had empathy, understood you. Now y'all was tight. Y'all was cool. Now he your enemy. He your enemy. Yeah, man. And then it's crazy how I just seen some stuff on I think the Instagram. No, Salaki was on YouTube with I'm pretty sure y'all don't know about him. You know, like Mike Knox and Garcia. The brother Mike Knox, he went on camera apologizing, for whatever the case may be, whatever happened, right? He apologized and said he was wrong, he was out of pocket, and saying for what he did, right, to his brother. And people clowning him for it. People don't believe that it's sincere. There's no way that a brother will go on the internet in this day and time to say those type of things if he didn't mean it. Because you gotta understand, y'all should know. When you go on the internet and you apologize, you're gonna seem like you soft. You a sucker. You know what I mean? You a kitten. You're gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna get humiliated. You're gonna be memes. That's what's gonna happen. And then it's gonna make it feel like that he punked you. You the nut. You're not like that because you was the bigger man to apologize. We should be, when we wrong, we should apologize. If I do something wrong to you, you're offended, and you are offended, and I take accountable of it. Like I actually know this. Like, damn, you was right. Damn, you is right. My fault. I apologize. I shouldn't have did that. It won't happen again. It's that simple. These days, they look at you as a clown, as a sucker, as soft if you apologize to your brother. But when the Bible do tell you to go to your brother and him alone and have that conversation and he apologized, then job is done. You ain't gotta go to counsel. That's it. Now y'all go have a drink somewhere. You know what I mean? That's it. Why are we trying to make two black men crash? Because we got evil eyes towards one another. We want to see each other unalive each other. It's like they go on the internet and they instigate. We used to do that when we was outside. We was doing that when we was outside. We used to instigate. Listen, I bet the thing used to instigate a lot. You gonna let him talk to you like that, bro? Like, you gonna let him talk to you? Listen, bro, listen, I was you. Then he get down. Now he get that battery in his back, and it wasn't even about nothing. It could have been talked out. But somebody was like, bro, imagine somebody coming up to you that you was beefing with, coming up to you around your homies, apologizing to you. They're gonna be looking at like, you're a nut. You're gonna look at him as a nut, right? You're gonna look at him like he's a stand-up dude. You're gonna look at him as a nut. Like, what? He apologizing. Nigga, we want smoke. Slocky with language, you know what I mean? But like, it's so humbling to see a brother do that, even on camera. I would have did it on camera, but it's so humbling to see that on camera because we don't see that. You know what I mean? Two black men can actually, have a talk and, somebody was wrong and they apologize. That's something that we all should see. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to go to the, even though this was oppressive, wasn't it oppressive with the Rick Ross John? When Rick Ross got, they hit, they're fighting, whatever. But it was an oppressor. Wasn't an oppressor in it? Because I didn't see the video. I seen an oppressor.
I didn't see the video.
You didn't see the video? Well, it was an oppressor. I think the oppressor hit him. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, it's crazy how, how the video, from my interpretation of the video, I would have got busy. It seemed like Rick Ross didn't want to do anything. It seemed like that he was trying to do something, but he didn't. But it was an oppressor in it. But I guarantee you, like, if it was his brother, he'd have went all out. It'd have been probably totally different if it wasn't an oppressor doing it. If your own brother, imagine 50 Cent, I think 50 Cent was he was turned up. He was turned up. It seemed like he didn't want to fight. Ain't nobody about to hit me out security and not. I'm getting busy. Ain't nobody about to put their hands on me. And you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you do it and back up? Dog, if I lose, I get rolled on tonight. I'm already in the mix. Or I'm pulling that, you know what I mean? Because there's more people, a whole bunch of people trying to attack you, and you could get busy like that too. But ain't nobody about to hit me, especially the oppressor. Especially the oppressor. I'm not letting the oppressor hit me. Listen, this is my time to shine. I'm sorry, it's my time to shine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot more different if it was his brother. It'd probably been a lot more different. Like, as far as how the video is. But this is why we need to come back to the Most High, man. Because we got to understand that we are cursed and we hate one another. And you know how we get out of that mind state? By coming to the I.S.U.P.K, sitting in these seats that y'all sitting in right now, getting y'all Hebrew names, taking y'all officers test, and you taking off. It's like you, sister, when you come in here, you get your Hebrew name and you putting in the work. Whatever brothers need you to do, whatever your husband needs you to do, you do it. This is how you change. And I mean, you surround yourself with like-minded people. Millionaires don't hang around poor people. They don't, unless they're working for them. You're working for them. They are not hanging around you. Them rich people that you might see, like them higher up people, they don't hang around you. I don't hang around with the HR. I don't hang around with the CEO of the city of Philadelphia, of Parks and Rec. I don't hang around them. I barely see them. I'm hanging around with the co-workers. I barely hang around with the supervisor. I don't hang around them. I hang around with a thun. I don't hang around with no goddamn McMill. I don't hang around with no Rick Ross. I don't hang around them. I hang around poor people. I'm just saying. Listen, we poor. Listen, don't be ashamed. Listen, this is why we Israelites. That's why we Israelites, because we're poor. We in the trenches. We in the ghettos like the Israelites. We are Israel. We the real Jews, not the ones that's over there that was in them little concentration camp. Not them. We are really them people. But you come around like-minded people as yourself, you take off and grow. You know what I mean? Just like drug dealers hang around drug dealers, robbers hang around robbers, unalivers hang around unalivers. That's what they do. You understand? That's what they do. And we got to understand that once you come in here, you be around a whole bunch of different people. And everybody is the same, one body, one mind. We want to say the same thing according to this Bible. We want to say the same exact thing. And that's what you need to be around. And you always need to be around this because you don't want to get lost in the sauce out there in that world because that world could devour you. I was in that world for 32 years. I was in that world for like 32 years. I was in that world. And they ain't help. They ain't do nothing for me. Listen, sometimes I was like, man, I should have came in here sooner. I should have been here sooner. I was procrastinating. That demon was on me. I didn't want to come in here because the world was devouring me. The world was pulling me. No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. The Lord did. I mean, the oppressor don't want us to do this type of stuff right now. They don't want you to be in those seats. You know, we get the TikToks and the people who all want to heckle us, and they be like, "Oh, you got like 2 people in your class." I just saved a life. What did you do? It's 2, 3 people in here. I'm saving their life. What are you doing? You sleeping with your brother's wife. Your wife over there talking behind your back, like how he ain't this, how he ain't that. Oh, he's a weak man to his friends. A work husband. I'm in here trying to save lives. I'm trying to change lives. And guess how we change lives? Through this Bible. And we got to keep brotherhood. Because when I see that you're doing something wrong and you're doing something off, I'm going to say something to you. And it's out of love. And man, a lot of us need to be checked and talked to because we was in this world for so damn long. That's why I say it's a lot easier for you, young man K, young man Rafi, because y'all younger. Y'all don't get the privilege that we had growing up to have black men talk to y'all in a different way than I knew. Listen, they're trying to pass me the blunt. They're like, yo, listen, my man's always trying to get me to like take shots at E and J at like I'm 14 years old. Like you trying to get me all drunk at 14 years old. I never did it though. I'm smoking cigarettes, I'm smoking weed, do all types of stuff, black and miles at like 15 years old. Because of the world and the people was around me. I'm selling drugs at a young age because people was around me influencing me to do that. If I would have came in here sooner, I would have not known none of this, none of that stuff that's out there. This is why, you know what I mean, when Yeshua get up, you know what I mean, get older, he's not going to know none of that is like. He's going to be looking at that like it's strange. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to look at that as strange, and that's how y'all should look at it because when y'all start to get older and grow more, it's going to start to manifest. It's going to start to show in y'all all the work that we was doing and putting inside of y'all so y'all can change. Y'all going to see it. Y'all going to be conducting yourselves in a whole different manner. And it's going to be the most kindest way. Listen, it's like a solid assassin. It's like a solid assassin. You don't know this person is an assassin because he's so kind. He's so smart. He's funny. You don't even, listen, people are so comfortable around you. They don't even know that what you're capable of. They don't even know because the way you conduct yourselves, the way that you've been trained up. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing you're going to be trained up is not to hate your brother, not to have an evil eye towards your brother or your sister. You're going to learn how to conduct yourself in the I.S.U.P.K. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're going to do, or you won't be here. Yeah, man. We weed out the weaklings. And it's a fight, but you got to stay in here, man. Men above you tell you something, it's from the Lord. And sometimes if you feel like it's wrong, you can speak to that brother because, like I said, this is about brotherhood. This ain't about no rank. Ain't about how much rank you guys about being a brother. That's what, at the end of the day, it's about. You know You understand? Be a brother. You know what I mean? Period. It's just like you having a father and your father going off, and you say something to your father, and just because he's your father, it's like, oh, I'm your father. If your father tell you to go get some cigarettes from the store, you go get some cigarettes from the store? I'm asking you. Why? Why? Huh? It's unlawful. So you telling me your father is above God? You can say no. Now, if he forced you to do it, that's another thing. Then it's like, okay, that's on him. Now that makes him a sinner. And it makes you nothing. Because he's forcing you to do it. But you don't have to do it. You say, slack it, dad, slack it, father. You know you don't supposed to be smoking cigarettes. You know I'm supposed to, that's unlawful. And he got them demons on you, like, yeah, well, I'm your father. You better listen to me. That's a little bit different. But you're not gonna get in trouble for that. But the whole thing about it is, just because he your father don't mean that you can't say, slack your father. That's wrong. According to the Bible, you know you're not supposed to do that. You know how many times you telling me not to smoke, how many times you telling me not to get high, and you sit back doing it. You know it's wrong. He can't argue with you. Once he argue with you, then you know you got a demon on him. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you could, give me what is it? Hold on, let me find it. Give me Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. I need that scripture. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, had young man K read it. Get Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Con. Nice and loud. Con.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt what?
Not hate thine brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not hate thine brother in thine heart. Now, what is, young man Rafiq, what is a heart? What do a heart is? I mean, what, from your understanding, what is a heart? You don't know? You know what a heart is? Your mind. See, we've been brought up like the heart is something right here, like it pumps blood. This is your heart, right? Or the thing that they, put up like that. You know what I mean? Like that's a heart. But the heart is actually your mind. It say, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. You should not hate your brother in your mind. You should not be plotting to rob him, unalive him, talk behind his back, covet, what he has, sleep with his wife, do all types of things, because you hate that brother. You're supposed to not hate thy brother in your heart. Don't hate your brother in your mind. If you feel as though he's doing something wrong, you go to him and you talk to him about it. You speak on it. But you don't hate your brother. You understand what I'm saying? Even when your brother is, matter of fact, you got how many? Give me Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. 2. I need Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Keep that though. But I need Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. All right. Yeah, man, you're not supposed to hate your brother, man. This is why we're here, to show blacks and Hispanics not to hate their brother. And you got it? No, he got it. Yeah. And this is why you got to understand, when you have somebody in the world that's your brother, that's black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian, this is one of the scriptures you need to understand why you should give him a little mercy. This is one of the scriptures on why you should give him a little mercy. Well, you should give your sister a little mercy. Go ahead.
Hosea Isaiah chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. For time's sake, that lack of knowledge is a law, statute, and commandments of the Most High. We don't know every commandment, every order, every law in this book. We don't know everything. We already know don't steal, don't unalive. We don't know not to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. We know that listen, brothers know and they not to sleep with somebody's wife. The wife know not to sleep with another man's. Sleep with another man when she's married. We know them things, but all the other things we don't know, right? But when you go outside in this world and you see a brother that's not in his right mind, you have a little mercy on him. Why? Because he is destroyed for a lack of knowledge. He don't know what you know. Your job is to get him to know what you know in the most cunning way. Understand what I'm saying? You got to be wise when you deal with people in the world. Now, you don't let nobody ever put their hands on you, but you have to understand psychologically something's wrong with that brother. He's been through a lot. He's been traumatized. He had a rough childhood, and you give him a pass. Unless he try to harm you, that's something different. But if he's going crazy, just yelling and going all wild, and have a little mercy on him because he's destroyed. Just like that sister. She's too emotional. She's too. She's just doing the most. You know how some women is. They do the most. They do too much, right? You gotta have a little mercy because you know that they're destroyed. The Bible said, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge." We are destroyed for that. So this is why you shouldn't hate your brother, because that could fall. You could fall in the trap to hate your brother by just him acting the way he acts, because you don't know that scripture. Like you might go to your job. This is a brother at your job, a sister at your job that you can't stand, but you grew a hatred for this person now, and not even understanding that person just destroyed. So when I go to my job, when I go outside, and as a matter of fact, that was something that just happened recently. I was in a car, and I was coming out. I was coming from the gas station. I think I was doing Uber Eats. I was coming from the gas station. Brothers was looking at me in the car, like they was staring at me. And then in my head, I'm like, what are they looking at? It was like, I don't know what it is, but they was trying to like start with me a little bit, I guess. In my head, I'm like, something wrong with them brothers. I'm gonna let them slide. Because I could have rolled down my window like, yo, it's a problem? You good? That's what I could have did. Yeah. I'm like, yo, you good? I could have did that. Then it would probably been something. But I understand them brothers is lost. I understand them brothers is destroyed for lack of knowledge. Right. So I can't act on everything that somebody say to me. You know what I mean? As long as they don't harm me, we good. You know what I mean? That's how you got to move out here. You can't just hate your brothers because he's going all crazy. That's where your love come in to correct that brother and try to correct him. You understand what I'm saying? So the Bible says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy mind. You should not be going around having a problem with somebody that you ain't solved yet. If you like, it shouldn't even be hate. You hate him for what? The problem should have been solved already. So would that make you a disgusting bastard? Because if you hated him, you should just went to him and just talked about it. Maybe y'all had a misunderstanding. If you hate him and you ain't saying nothing to him, like you had a problem, because basically you dislike him. You don't have a problem with him. You have a problem with something about this person. That's why you hate him, because you have a problem with him. Why you just go to him and talk to him about it if you hate him that much? Just go to him. And you never know. You might be best friends with this person. You might have heard somebody else say something about this person to make you hate this person. You know that's the thing, right? Just like at work. Like, listen, if y'all get jobs, you gonna listen for your first day. You gonna get the rundown on who to talk to, who not to talk to, who this, who that. You gonna have that one person in that job that's gonna tell you all these things. You gonna have that one person in that job that's gonna tell you all these things. Am I lying? Yeah, you're gonna have all these. This one person in your job gonna tell you all these things about this person, but you don't even know this person. But you thinking in your head, like, oh damn. And then when you start to be around this person, they might do something now in your mind. It's like, I don't like this person based off what this person said. But you don't even know that this person, they probably just had problems, and you hate this person for no reason by just going and getting to know that person. I tell people every day, like, listen, I tell people every day that come to my job, listen, me and whom not the best of friends, your decision on whether you want to deal with this person or not is up to you. I can't tell you not to deal with this person because me and whom really not that cool. Me and whom really not that tight. I can't really say that. You know what I mean? That's up to you. I had a problem with a brother at my job. I'm like, listen, why would I get you to and listen, bro? Me and whom really not the best of friends, me and whom not that cool, me and whom not tight like that. You know what I mean? Everybody else talk to him. Like, if you got a relationship with him, that's fine. Like, we at work. Like, I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? Like, here, brother, I'm not tripping off that. You know what I mean? Don't get nobody to make you hate somebody else. But always go to that person. If you hate them, the problem that you have hasn't been resolved, and you're the problem, and you should solve it and find a solution because you're becoming a sinner now. Now that hate becoming, oh, I want to unalive them now. I want to fight them now. You know what I mean, what's another form of hate? You're hating your brother. I'm asking, what's another form of hating your brother? I'm gonna get to the sisters in a minute. What is another form of hating your brother? Young man Rafiq, you wanna answer it? Young man K, what's another form of hating your brother? What's another thing? Like, just give me an example. Speaking bad about him, talking about behind his back. Who do that the most? Who gossips? Women. They gossip. So you know they get that from women. You're not supposed to talk behind bad about somebody at all. If they don't know that, you ain't tell them to that in front of their face. And you tell somebody else, I got to question you now. I got to question you now. You speaking bad about your brother, and he don't know about it. You got a problem with your brother, you telling somebody else the problem that's not the counselor, I'm gonna look at you funny. You do not talk about another brother if he don't know about it. Don't go and gossip like a woman. Go on the phone, call your other sassy brother that's gonna entertain that. Cause I'm gonna shut it down. Just like with the sisters, that I'm glad that you talk about the gossip thing, talk about somebody back. Like the sisters do it all the time. Sisters do that all the time. They talk about each other all the time. Bad. Just you know the advice that I'm gonna give the brothers and the sisters on when they hear somebody talk about somebody else, you shut it down. You don't let it go any further because now you are involved in it. You are involved in that. Because imagine they go to counsel, especially I.S.U.P.K, we're different. We're going to go to counsel. Your name going to come up in that counsel because, that person ran their mouth to you. Then you might have said something to her about that person because y'all might not even like the same person that, that person don't like. So you're going to be brought up in that counsel. And you might get that call and it ain't going to be good. You should not want to hate your brother or your sister. Go to them, talk to them, conversate with them. If you can't come to a common ground, go to counsel. That's it. What's the point of having counsel if you ain't going to use it? What's the point? What's the point of, I don't understand. Listen, we want to rule this planet, we got to learn not to hate each other. We got to love one another. Read that scripture from the top. Love thy, thou shalt not love thy, hate thy brother in thy heart.
Sorry, say again.
Leviticus 19 and 17.
You want me to
No, whoever got it.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Go ahead.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Stop right there. Thou shalt not avenge. What do that mean? Alexa, what do avenge mean?
The verb avenge is usually defined as to take vengeance or exact satisfaction for. For more, ask
Alexa, stop. Now, if I could, I need a preset. Shall we take vengeance on your brother? If your brother do something to you, should you take vengeance? Or should you? Yeah. You got the preset for it?
Yeah,
I need that preset. You understand what I'm saying? We don't supposed to take vengeance against our brother. We're supposed to be satisfied to be and finding it. You know, these brothers today, they find it satisfying by unaliving one of their ops that look like them. They find it so satisfying. They rap about it. They rap about it. They ain't never do that a long time ago. Listen, rap beef was fake when we was growing up. It was kind of fake. It was stayed on wax. Sometimes it went a little left, but for the most part, when it came to like Nas and Jay-Z, they rap beefing and all that. It stayed on wax. It didn't. I don't know as far as I wasn't there. As far as nobody got unalived. Biggie and Tupac that's one of the biggest rap beefs, I guess you could say. But who knows if that was related? I wasn't there. I don't know, right? But today they are actually saying the names of the people that they unalive. Yeah, man, they are saying the names. They are doing it. They're saying, like, I hear songs from all these young boys from Philly. I listen to them, and I'm like, hey, you saying the name? And a lot of young boys ain't here. Now, how many young boys that used to rap? Like, I'm actually watching, like, the Jones they be having on YouTube about little the story behind why they beefing and all that. I'm watching the stories. I know some of that stuff is a little bit made up because I really don't know, but I'm like, dang, he rapped about this person and he wanted him getting unalive. You understand what I'm saying? He rapped about this person, he wanted him getting unalive. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens today. They rap about it. They find it satisfying to rap about their op being in the ground, another mother and father mourning for their lost child. They're rapping about it. They're seeking vengeance because somebody unalive one of their family members. Go ahead.
It's like, what, you want to avenge it or don't go against the brother?
No, the vengeance. Like, should we this is a scripture on should we take vengeance? If you no, what's the precept you got?
I got Broherhood alone.
No, not that one. I get it for you. Give me Romans. I think it's Romans. No, hold on. Yeah, I think it's Romans. No. Oh, yeah, Romans 12 and 9. 12:19, con. Yeah, man, we should not be taking vengeance. You should not be finding it satisfying to unalive someone. That's your brother. You understand what I'm saying? That should not be a satisfying thing. They actually doing it to get rank. It's called up the score now. Like the more they catch a body, it's basically like this. Well, I got it broken down to. This young brother catch a body. The more bodies he catch, the more he become more valuable. So now, if somebody unalive him, they go up because he got all the bodies. That's how I guess got it broken down to me, right? That's what they on today. They turn their statuses up. That's all the lingo that they use today. They use a rank. They using rank. They using up the scope, and they using turn the status up. The more bodies you catch, the more valuable you become. That's how they look at it in today's right now. They find that satisfying. The more bodies you catch, the more popular you are, the more people want to unalive you. That's crazy. What, you got the scripture? Okay.
Romans chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves.
Avenge not yourselves. What that means? Don't avenge not yourself. Don't take vengeance on yourself, and especially your brother, because if I unalive you, I'm basically unaliving myself. Thou shalt not love thy thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. We're gonna get that in a minute. But keep reading.
But rather give place unto wrath.
For it
is written, vengeance is mine.
For it is written, vengeance is mine. Vengeance is the Most High's, man. Go ahead.
I will repay, saith the Lord.
He will repay, saith the Lord. Vengeance is the Most High's, especially with our oppressor. The oppressor did all these things. He did all these crazy, heinous things to our people. We cannot go out there and harm the oppressor. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? The oppressor unalived. Listen to this. The oppressor unalived millions of our people. The oppressor violated our forefathers and foremothers. He separated us. He's unaliving us now. He's putting unlawful foods on the shelves where we shop at. And we cannot avenge him. We cannot seek vengeance because it's the Lord's. When it's time and it's in the right time and it's fit for the Lord to do what he need to do, that's when you know it's on and popping. When that sky crack is on and popping. You understand what I'm saying? When that sky crack is on and popping. Ain't no time to be scared. When y'all start hearing them bombs go off, you start hearing that chopper sing, it's time, it's go time. When you start to hear about it, it's go time. There ain't no crying. It ain't no mommy, this. It's go time. You laughing. It ain't going to be funny when it's go time. It's going to be straight seriousness. Yeah, listen, I like the laughing joke too. But when it's go time, when you see all them black men come out that sky, it's go time. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be go time. There ain't no be playing. There ain't no playing. Vengeance is going to be the Most High when that time happens. But you cannot ever seek vengeance on someone, especially your brother. How do you stop black on black crime? How do you stop the unaliving of our people? Don't you know the main reason why in Chicago that they're unaliving each other? They don't even know sometimes. I don't know, some interviews they don't even know. They just know that somebody died. So it's like it's basically like tick for tack. It's like, oh, you unalive my brother, I'm unalive your brother, and they continue to go and go and go and go and go and ain't stopping. How does it stop? Do anybody know? It's right there. You want to answer it? How do it stops? How do you stop black on black crime? How do you stop black folks from killing, unaliving other black folks or deleting other black folks? Do you know? Young man Rafiq? You know young man K? You know anything?
Love thy brother.
Say again?
Love thy brother.
Yeah, but I want what I'm actually talking about.
Don't take vengeance on it.
Exactly. Don't take vengeance. That's how you stop black on black crime, but not taking vengeance. Somebody got to stop. Somebody got to say, okay, throw the white flag. Let's make a truce. I'm not going to unalive you. You're not going to unalive me. We're going to start a clean slate right here, and we're going to just get rid of all the things that we've done to each other, even though we know that all the pain and hurt that we caused one another is still, it happened. But now let's move forward. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. You got it. I don't want to do this no more. That's how you stop black on black crime. And every black brother that is doing it now, like the brothers in Philly, the young boys in Philly that's doing it now. Somebody said, I forgot who it was. I think it was the brother that he just got unalive probably 3 months ago. I believe was it Gilly's son? I don't think it was Gilly's son. No, it was because I think PMB. I don't know. Was his brother? Was it Chid? What's his name? PMB. Something. I know he got unallowed. He was at his crib or something like that. Yeah. Well, he was talking about how these young boys is unaliving each other. I believe he said, because of past beefs, or he unalived somebody that he got to unalive. No, stop it. Just stop. Somebody got to stop it. Somebody got to say, okay, we're done. The solution is we're going to stop unaliving each other and we're going to go forward from here. We ain't got to deal with each other for the next 10 years. Right? Now, we raise them babies that's around y'all. Now, y'all teaching them not to harm anybody else, not to unalive nobody. Y'all not going to bring up them stories of how this person unalived your uncle, this person unalived your grandpapa, your grandma, so they won't seek vengeance. Now, hopefully, the children, the people that have the children, they start to play with each other, and they start to be friends, to be brothers and sisters now, and then they'll probably wipe out the black on black crime. Somebody has to stop it. That's what happened. I stopped. I ain't seen vengeance. Listen, things happen to me in the world. It's I don't really like talking about it, but something happened to me in the world. I actually got stabbed when I was in the world. I got stabbed on my arm and like right here and all that, right? Somebody that was really close to me stabbed me, ran up in my house and all that when I was in the world. I could have seek vengeance. I was a fake Israelite. Listen, I was one of the individualites when I was in the world. That's why I knew that I should have came to I.S.U.P.K. I probably wouldn't. If I would have came to I.S.U.P.K., the first thing I would have did was this incident happened, I would have called my camp leader. And I probably would have just gave that person what they wanted. And it probably wouldn't nothing would never happen. Right? Or it would be a little bit different. People pulled up to me. Family members pulled up on me. They see my arm, I'm leaking and all that. I gotta go to the hospital and all that. They asking me, what do you want to do? I know where they live at. I know where they at now. They took my cell phone. I know where they at now. What you want to do? Nothing. Nothing. You know how hard that took me, especially me trying to fight a demon. You know how hard that took me to say nothing? Now imagine something would have happened. I'd have had children looking at me crazy. Children that, that love and care about these people that I got to be around now looking at me crazy. I told him to do nothing. That burned my listen. That demon was conjuring up in me, trying to get me to change my mind, trying to get me to say, you know what, go slide on him. I'm coming too. I'm thinking my father about to come home from prison. It'll benefit me to go in. He coming out, I'm going in. And I got to spend the rest of my life in prison because of me wanting to seek vengeance. No, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. And they don't even know the people that did what they did, I saved their life. They don't even know that. We all would have crashed out. You know how Philly is. You know how everybody got crazy people in their family. Everybody got those type of people in their family. Philly is a different beast. They don't care. They don't care who, they don't care. If they want to get you, they're going to get you. But thank you to the Most High that I got people that actually care about what I think because I'm the type of person I was. And the person that did what they did. And man, I had a little bit of wisdom to say, nah, don't do nothing. You know what I'm talking about. I told him not to do nothing. Nothing. That takes a lot for a brother like me to do. Because vengeance is not mine. They're going to get what they're going to get. They're going to get theirs. It might take 10 years. It might take 5 years. It might just take them to come inside this school and change their life. It might take them to realize, dang, I'm an Israelite. And I need to be in here. It might take time for them to get, to get theirs. It's going to take time for the oppressor to get his. It's going to take time. Just be patient. It's going to take time. But somebody got to stop. Somebody just got to stop. Nathan stop. Quadazai stop. All the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, they stop being that sickness in the black community by continually doing the things that's destroying us, that's destroying our brothers and sisters. We stopped doing it. We stopped doing it. I used to get high all the time. I gained so much weight when I started smoking. I was just talking about it today. When we were talking about that, man, I was like, I look like do I look different? Does my body look a little different? Like I got bigger after I started smoking. I started doing a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? I stopped doing a lot of things. And this is what we got to start doing. We got to stop. If you hate your brother, you better go to your brother. I don't even want to be around you. I don't want to be around no brother like that because I can't trust you. How can I trust you as somebody that you hate? You hate your brother. Now, how can I trust you? You're not trying to make it right. You're not even speaking to him. You don't even know why you hate him. I can't be around nobody like that. They're going to destroy me. They probably going to plot on me. They probably going to slide on me. They probably going to do something to me. Talk about me to the next person. That person is unstable. He don't know what he wants. He don't know if he want to follow the Lord or he want to be in the world. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if I could, right? Now, if I could, I want let's go on. I'm about to get it right now. This is one of my favorite scriptures too. This is one of my scriptures. I love this scripture. Give me James chapter 1 verse 8. This is one of my favorite scriptures too. Understand? I need that scripture real quick. Read it nice and loud. It's a lot. Got it? All right, no sweat. God.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Say that again, nice and slow.
Book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You hate your brother, but you in the truth. You thinking like a person in the world, but you in the truth. Make your mind up. Because if you hate your brother, you hate me. If you hate thy brother in your heart, you hate me. You ain't going to your brother. How can I trust you? Oh, I hate thy brother, but I keep the commandments. You're a Christian. You're in Christianity. Go be a Christian. Don't be double-minded. Know what you want. Know what you want. Now, if I could, I need this scripture too. I'm gonna get it real quick. Yeah, man. I'm gonna show you what the Most High don't like. I think it's in here. All right, go to Revelation chapter 3, verse 16. I need Revelation chapter 3, verse 16, man. You cannot be double-minded in the I.S.U.P.K. A double-minded man is unstable. How can I trust an unstable man? You hate your brother, but you say you keep the commandments. You hate your brother, but you're out here doing all, man, listen. Don't be a double-minded man. Don't be a man that don't know what he want to do. Be somebody that know what he wants. If you hate your brother and you want to keep, then you saying that you're keeping the law, you want to be in here, then you shouldn't be in here. You should be out there because you don't know how to make your mind up. Because the Bible say, love thy, I'm going to jump in the gun. We're going to get that in a minute. Give me Revelation chapter 2, verse 16. No, Slack, you're right. Chapter 3, Slack, you're right.
Book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 16. So then because thou art lukewarm.
So because for thou art lukewarm, you understand? You don't know how to make your mind up. You play, listen, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You don't know what you want. I hate my brother, but I'm in the I.S.U.P.K. Hating your brother is outside in the world. People, blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians that hate their brother are in the world. We are ordered to love our people. We're not ordered to hate them. So if you hate your brother, you outside in the world. That's a worldly way of thinking. Because once you know that you hate your brother, you're supposed to go to him and him alone and tell him what's the problem. If you don't do that, then you are in the world. You are a Christian in my eyes. Go ahead.
And neither cold nor hot.
Neither cold nor hot. Listen, I respect you more if you just say I hate you. And don't be talking behind my back like you my brother. I'd rather for you to say I can't stand you. I don't like what you did. And say, you know what? This is not for me. I'm going to be cold. Versus I can't stand you and you stern on it and you standing on it. Versus you being lukewarm and don't know what you want. Oh, this is my brother, but I hate him. I'm talking about him behind my back or behind his back. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be lukewarm. You want to make your mind up. You want to pick a side. You either going to hate your brother or you either going to love your brother. Go ahead.
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
I will spew thee out. Listen, the Most High going to spew you out his mouth. Why? Because you don't even know how to make your own mind up. You want to love your brother and up here speaking, oh, thou shalt keep the commandments. Thou shalt love thy brother in thy heart. But then behind closed, I can't stand this. I can't stand this NIGGA. I can't stand him. He don't deserve that woman. He don't deserve that car. He don't deserve that rank. I can't stand that. Man. Thou shalt love thy brother in thy heart. But you saying all that behind closed doors, you don't know what you want. At least be real and honest with yourself. I respect the women of the evening. I respect the 304 that say, listen, I'm going to have me another man. Listen, Listen, my body, my choice. I respect them more than I respect somebody that will say, oh, yeah, I want this, but then you're doing the total opposite. It's either you hot or you cold. Either one. I choose to be hot. Even though I'm a cold brother. That's bars. It's like, but I'm just saying though, you would need to pick. There's no lukewarm. There's no, you know when you mix hot and cold, right? It becomes warm, right? You can't be hot and cold. Something wrong there, right? Even in your anatomy, even biologically. If you, young man, if you hot and cold at the same time, something is wrong, right? You need to go to the doctors. You need to go to the doctors. Young man, Rafi, you're a little cold right now, right? You know you're cold, right? Is you hot? Imagine you was hot and cold. That don't even sound right. Pick a side. Pick what you want to follow. You're either going to be a brother or you're not. You're either going to be a brother or you're not. And this is what we need to understand. Don't be lukewarm. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Just like a brother. Listen, black man, you can have more than one wife. Understand that. Don't not be going out in public talking to women, telling her she's the only one. Yeah, baby, you're the only one. You know I love you. But you got her over here. You got her over there. And you say the same things to all these other women. You know what you should say? Listen, I deal with a woman. I got another woman. If that's not your twist, cool. Be honest. Make your mind up. You say, oh, y'all can have more than one woman, but you're lying to them. You're lying to them. You know I'm supposed to listen. Listen, even if I didn't want one woman, I mean, if I did want one woman, if I ever meet a sister, I'm like, you know, the black man can have more than one woman, right? Or she want to talk like, hey, my husband cheated on me. I'm about to leave him. Like, sis, you know you can have more than one woman, right? And I might just want one woman. But I'm hot. I'm not lukewarm. I know what I want. I know what I believe in. I know what I'm not going for. He can have another woman. Sis, I got another woman. And she's not going anywhere. Make the decision. Is it you going to be hot or cold? I'd rather be honest and upfront. I'd rather be a brother. I'd rather be a priest and a prophet than be a priest and a prophet and be in the world at the same time. Or be a priest and a prophet and don't be active. I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm checking in. I'm checking in every other week. I'm not doing my duties. I'd rather be in here. I'd rather be hot. I'd rather not hate my brother. I'd rather find a solution. I'd rather go to my brother and him alone. I made my mind up. Now it's up to brothers that's coming inside this school, young men and sisters that's coming inside the school to make your mind up. You're going to be a brother or not. You're going to be a sister or not. Ain't no gray areas. It ain't no stipulations when it comes to this. You're going to be a sister or you're going to be a brother. It's either or. Because in I.S.U.P.K, brotherhood is a weapon, sisterhood is a weapon. And we take pride in that. The Bible is based on brotherhood. If I don't tell you what you're doing wrong, we're not going to get anywhere. If I don't tell you you need to stop getting high, we're not going to get anywhere. If I'm not going to tell you, yo, you cannot sleep with this woman, she's married, we're not going to get anywhere. I want to solve the problems, not make them. Can we do that? Can we solve them instead of keep creating problems? If you want to be lukewarm out there. Because the Most High can't stand lukewarm people. Even the Most High respects a person that's honest. Say, this is not for me. I don't want to do this. He respects that person, but that lukewarm person, you can't trust that person. Why? Because he's not honest. He say, yeah, I want this, but I don't. Most I can't trust that. So why should I? You double-minded. You unstable. How can anybody trust an unstable person? It's so listen, man. How can would you be in a car with someone that just was talking about they want to stab the whole school up? Would you sit next to a person that said that? You sit next to a person just going crazy and then just going wild and you look at that home like what the heck is wrong? And then the next day he's super calm. People be like, what's no, I ain't paying that. I stay away from bull, wild, bull, some other stuff. I can't be around because he's unstable, right? You don't know what he's gonna do. You don't know what he's capable of, right? In that context, as far as like you don't know if you're gonna harm you or not, right? Don't be that lukewarm person. Don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It doesn't work that way. Even when in a rap game, a lot of rappers say this. It's hard to be in the streets and be a rapper. You got to pick. I watch constant interviews about this. For educational purposes, of course. They always say it's hard. It's either going to be in the streets or you're not. You can't play both. And there's a lot of brothers that got unalived that went to jail for trying to be lukewarm. There's a lot of brothers that's not here no more. There's a brother named Marlo, I believe, down south rapper. He not here no more in the streets. Bankroll fresh in the streets. 1 foot in, you cannot play both sides. You gotta either be hot or cold. And I'm gonna do one more scripture and we're gonna cut the class. All right. Hold on, give me a minute. Boom. Matter of fact, give me love thy neighbor. Matter of fact, it's Matthew. Give me Matthew chapter 22. Yeah, start at 37 though. Let me get that real quick. Let me know when you got it. Huh? Yeah, what? Sorry.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 37. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. You can't say you love the Lord thy God and hate your brother. That's being lukewarm. You cannot say, I love the Lord thy God, but you don't show anything on how to love the Lord thy God. You don't come to class. You don't do the work of the Lord. You don't go to camp. You don't attend any food drives or anything that's doing the work of the Lord. How can you say that you love God when you don't do anything? You just there. Go ahead.
And with all thy heart, and with all thy soul.
With all thy soul. Go ahead.
With all thy mind.
With all thy mind.
This is the first and great commandment.
This is the first and great commandment. That's one of the first great commandments. And that just ties into making you a better person. When you know I love thy you should love thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind. That's a commandment. That's your order to love the Lord thy God. That's what you ordered to do. And this is how you tie into keeping all of the commandments now, by loving him first. Loving the Lord thy God first, everything's going to fall into place. Like, for example, you love the Lord thy God, you're not going to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and pork. You're not going to unalive your brother. You're not going to go sleep with your brother's wife. You're not going to disobey your husband. You're going to follow your husband's lead. That's what you're going to do. That's when you love the Lord thy God. And everything falls into place. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 39. And the second is unlike unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
The Bible says, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You should love your neighbor as yourself. Now, what is a neighbor? Give me Leviticus chapter 19 to 17 again. Young man K. No, you stay right there at the time. Leviticus 19 to 17. It says you shall love your neighbor as yourself. What is your neighbor? You think the neighbor, listen, I believe we got some Africans that move next door, not next door to us, a couple doors down, right? Am I right? I believe we're Africans, right? Yeah, we got some Africans. I don't know. Maybe they Africans, and I don't know. We see some Africans. We see Mufufu in that joint. Mufufu, Matumbo, whatever. We see them move next to us. That's not my neighbor. That's not my neighbor. We're going to find out what a neighbor is. Give me Leviticus 19 to 17.
Book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not what?
Hate thy brother in thy heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thou shalt in any wise what?
Rebuke thy neighbor.
Rebuke thy what?
Neighbor.
Your neighbor is your brother. Your neighbor ain't that African that live next door to his young man right feet. They ain't your neighbor. The Chinese man, you got a Chinese man live next door to you. They ain't your neighbor. You got an oppressor living next door to you. They ain't your neighbor. You know what I mean? Some of us got oppressor dope fiends sleeping on their steps. That's not your neighbor. It's not your neighbor, man. Your neighbor is a black, Hispanic, American enemy. You know what my neighbor is? The sisters that live next door to us, and the sisters that live next door to that, and further down, Hispanics that's living, I think, a couple doors down from us. That's our neighbor. Not no Hamite, not no oppressor, not no Arab, not no East Indian, not none of those filthy, disgusting people. Israelites are your neighbors. The Bible says you shall love your neighbor with all thyself, which means is if you hate your brother, you hate yourself. You hate me. You cannot be around me if you hate your brother. I can't trust you because you technically hate me. You technically hate yourself, so you're capable of doing a lot of things, and I can't have you around. That's why we're so serious on security in I.S.U.P.K. That's why we're so serious in not letting certain things happen when brothers and sisters come inside this school you can't get access to because we can't trust you yet. You understand what I'm saying? But the Bible say, but like I said, our spirit brother, we do love you. But I don't know if you hate me. I don't know if you're here to do harm to me. We got to figure that out. But the Bible says you're not supposed to hate your brother in your heart. You're supposed to love thy brother as yourself. Keep going. No, you good, young man. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Listen. These two commandments is what makes up everything. You love the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind. You love your neighbor as yourself. This is what's going to bring everything together. Brotherhood and sisterhood is what's going to bring us together. We're going to rule this planet if we learn how to love one another. We're going to rule this planet once we start to keep these commandments because we love the Lord thy God with all thy mind and all thy soul and all thy heart. We are going to rule because the Lord wants it. The Lord wants us to be brothers and sisters to one another. Now, my next thing is, just because you might say you keep the commandments, just because you might teach, just because you might be in the I.S.U.P.K, let's make sure that the Lord is vouching for you too, because everything's going to reveal itself in time. But guess what? You got to understand that when you come in here, you can't be lukewarm. You can't hate your brother. You can't be a sinner. You got to be a strong black man. And you got to be a soft and delicate and tender black woman to be up in here. And with that, I'm Quatazar Karab by the I.S.U.P.K. We start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. We are here to teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that they're the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And with that, I'm going to pass the class off over to the priest and officer, Nathaniel. Wrap it up.
This is the I.S.U.K security announcements. We are I.S.U.K, so 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After the 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will report each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you find that in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth in Hebrew, Mayashara, 10% of any penny. So like 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation is
Memorial blow to the trumpets.
the memorial blowing of the trumpets. That will be, is that April?
October 2nd.
Oh, October 2nd? Okay, October 2nd. Remind Aki and I.S.U.P.K to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start to wear all black boots, shirt, pants, and headbands. Starting with that, and Israel, I'm and Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. And then Israel, Isupk, Mike, Rock, Yahweh, Shem, Yahushua, Rakathon, Ashratam, Sar, it's the sister Amaya, understand? And your feet, put your body to the ankle, right hand over the left, and here to it. All right, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Isupk, Mike, Barak, Yahweh, Shamar, Atham, Shem, Yahushua. Yahweh.
Yahweh Shamar, Atham, Shem, Yahushua.
At the top, pass the switch.